Hi there and welcome back. Episode 3 of the Napoli Save. 3 games for us today, 2 in the Europa League to round up the group stage, and we've got a home game against Cagliari to get into as well. Before we start all that, we'll go through where we're up to. So without further ado, run the intro. Okay then, so when we last left off, we'd just beaten Real Sociedad 3-0 at home, and we were going into the next run of fixtures. You can see the results up there, but let's run through each one. So, starting us off with a 1-0 win at home against Fiorentina. Lorenzo Insigne with the goal, coming in the 63rd minute. It was a tough game for us, we didn't break them down very well, only 3 shots on target. There you can see the performance across the team. That was followed up by a 2-0 win away at Malmo in the Europa League. Victor Osimhen getting the first. Good ball in from Lozano. And Osimhen with a great finish. That coming in the 81st minute. It was again a struggle to break down the defence. And then in the 93rd minute, Osimhen's ball to Politano. Politano gets it back into Lozano. And he slots it home for 2-0. Spezia away was a bit more of a disappointment. Just before the 70-minute mark, we get in front, Mario Rui's cross in, Politano with the header. He's done really well coming off the bench this season. But then in the 89th minute, Pobega's ball out onto the left-hand side, finding Marchese. Great cross in, and Piccoli steals a point for Spezia. Again, struggling to break teams down at this point. Back into the Europa League then, up against Nice. Proving to be a tricky opponent again. Dolberg running through, putting them in front after just 65 minutes. And it looked like it was going to be our first defeat, but then Politano's corner comes in, and what a mistake by Dante, passing it beyond his keeper. 80th minute, Di Lorenzo, Politano linking up again brilliantly. But it was all about this man, Lorenzo Insigne with the finish. Captain fantastic, Napoli 2-1. This brings us on to the game that has probably been our best performance so far. Lorenzo Insigne starting on the first minute, firing home a free kick, brilliant play from him. But then he lets us down in a big way. The ball's come out to him here, and for some reason, I don't know who he's trying to pass it to, but he passes it straight to Gomez. He slots it home, it's 1-1. Mertens with a penalty, making it 2-1 in the 61st minute. Then in the 70th minute, we go 3-1 up. Lozano, great ball over the top, finding Osimhen, and he slots it home for 3. That was to prove to be the winner. Atalanta getting a second goal back. Gomez breaking through. Lovely play by him. Finds Duvan. And Duvan Zapata smashes it home for 3-2. Next up was a 0-0 draw away at Bologna. Nothing to show in that one. Probably only about 2 highlights in the whole game. We've somehow managed to come up with a really defensive tactic. I'm not particularly a defensive manager, but that's where we are. Sometimes we'll have games like the Atlanta game where both sides are scoring freely, but most of the time it is close wins. Back into the Europa League then, Mertens scoring the first goal of the match from the penalty spot, making it 1-0. Nice came straight back at us though, Armin Gori with a lovely finish to make it 1-1. This is where Napoli started to kick on a little bit. Mertens beating his man on the left, great cross in, Andrea Bellotti. It was 2-1 to Napoli. Mertens here running into the midfield, wonderful play, and then Politano with a wonder strike to make it 3-1 to Napoli. The game looked dead at that point. And then to wrap it up, Politano holding the ball up well, pulls it back, Dries Mertens 2 bites at the cherry. Napoli 4-1 up. There was time for Nice to pull one back as a consolation. Ronnie Lopez running at the defence, leaves Melu, finds Rani Adelaide, and no one knows what Alex Murray is trying to do there, but it flies past him for 4-2. So that brings us to today's game then. Real Sociedad away. Looking at the table, we know a point will be enough to guarantee top spot, but we will be looking to try and go out there and win. We beat them at home, we should be able to beat them away. So here's how the team's going to line up. Alex Murray in goal, Di Lorenzo at right back, Mario Rui is in at left back, Manolas and Maximovic are in at centre back, Koulibaly is out injured at the minute, so he can't play. Bakayoko in as the ball-winning midfielder. Zielinski is playing as the deep-line playmaker. Politano, Mertens and Insigne across the three. And Belotti up front. Belotti hasn't been performing well. He just doesn't work in the system realistically, so hopefully he gets a bit more used to it, but he hasn't performed well. Right, let's dive into it and see how we get on. We know what we need to do. Hopefully we can get it wrapped up today and we won't need the third game. Zielinski. Bakayoko. Back to Zielinski. Di Lorenzo on the right. What can he do? Can he whip it in? Beats his man. Here's Mertens. Zielinski with a chance. Great finish. Zielinski with the first goal for Napoli tonight. Lovely strike from him. Di Lorenzo coming inside. I thought he'd try and cross it. He doesn't. He finds Mertens. Mertens finds Zielinski. And it's somehow found its way through the defence and the keeper. Napoli lead 1-0. I've got to say, our performances in the Europa League have been much better than the league so far. But I suppose we're coming up against lesser teams, so that makes sense. Maksimovic. Bakayoko. Maksimovic needs to look forward. Zielinski finds Mario Rui. Good ball there. Mario Rui down the left. What can he do with it? Can he try and cross it in? He has! How on earth has the keeper saved that? Politano, point blank range. Oh, what a long ball that is. Mertens. Bakayoko. Zielinski again. Mertens. Belotti with the chance. Is he offside? He isn't, it's going to count. Andrea Belotti, 2-0 Napoli. We'll see it again here. Zielinski with the ball to Mertens. Insigne ball through. And Andrea Belotti fires home for 2-0. Good header out, Maksimovic. And Politano can break. Politano down the right-hand side. Good ball in. Lorenzo Insigne has made it 3. Napoli with a lovely counter-attack. It looked like a Sociedad highlight, but it ends up in the back of the Sociedad net. Politano down the right-hand side. Brilliant play from him. Back inside on his left. And Lorenzo Insigne with the volley. 3-0 to Napoli. The lads must know that the cameras are rolling at the minute because they haven't performed this well all season. Here's Lozano. Just come on for Lorenzo Insigne. What can he do? Politano. Belotti. Good save, Romero. Deja vu to the Bournemouth save there. Zubamendi. Oh, Alexander Isak, what a chance that is. Here's Politano. Pulls it back, Belotti. Slots home number 4. And this is Andrea Belotti's best performance so far for Napoli. Politano down the right-hand side. Beats the defender well. And then crosses in for Belotti to slot home at the near post. And there is the final whistle there. Napoli 4-0 winners. Politano, the standout man. Belotti with 2 goals as well. Very good performance across the team. I'm happy with that. Right then, next up, home against Cagliari. Cagliari sitting down in 10th place. Napoli in 9th. Level on points so far. Only 2 points off 5th place. A win today could be really important for Napoli. So only 2 changes to talk about for the team then. Fabian has come in at deep line playmaker. And we're going to give Victor Osimhen a start in the league as well. He does seem to perform better than Belotti in the league. Let's see if he can carry on with that. We're going to start the game on positive as well. We should really be taking the game to them. First highlight then, 25 minutes in. Mario Rui misses it. João Pedro with the chance and Alex Meret gets the save. Well done. Clavan with the ball. Finds Nandez. Alex Meret picks it up. Great long ball looking for Osimhen. Osimhen with the chance. Well, that is a horrendous first half. A chance apiece. Boring game so far. We need to make a few changes, I think. Bakayoko finds Politano. Politano, not many options ahead of him. What can he do with it? He found Di Lorenzo on his right. Politano again. Fabian Ruiz just wide. Good header, Mario Rui. Here's Galano. Can he bring it forward? Why is he shooting from there? He's shooting from 40 yards. It's not good enough. Napoli 0, Cagliari 0 at the end. It's a poor performance. This is what I'm talking about. We can't break teams down. Defensively, we look fine throughout the game, but going forward, we just don't seem to be creating enough. Thursday night sees our final group stage game in the Europa League. Malmo at home. We'll come back for that one. Right, let's try something a little bit different for this game. We're going to put the wing backs as attacking to try and push them forward. We're going to play 2 up front. We've got a poacher in Belotti and a complete forward in Osimhen. For some reason, the game has decided that nobody knows how to play anywhere. But let's see how we get on anyway. Perfect opportunity to try something out this. This game doesn't really matter, so Let's see what happens. Politano off the post. Belotti. How are you putting that wide, Belotti? Well, going attacking and putting 2 up front hasn't done much. Here's Politano. Beats his marker well. Di Lorenzo. Back to Politano. And Napoli lead 1-0 finally. Bursting down the right-hand side. Di Lorenzo and Bakayoko do well here. And the passing is brilliant. Politano. Easy finish. Napoli 1. Malmo 0. Here come Malmo though. Berget. Won back by Lozano. Belotti's header finds Osimhen. Osimhen with the chance. Osimhen with a second. And that's a much better bit of football by Napoli. Mario Rui with the ball. Belotti flicks it on. Victor Osimhen wins it. Beats his marker. And slots home for a second for Napoli. So that wraps up the group stage. 2-0 win. Matteo Politano again the best performer. Osimhen with a goal as well. So as you can see in Group F, 6 games played, 6 games won. No problems at all. Happy with that. Changed the formation a little bit in that game. Didn't work particularly well, but maybe gives us something to think about when we're desperate. So in terms of where we're going to next meet then, I think this would be a perfect spot if we go for 13th of Jan, home to Fiorentina in the Italian Cup first round, and then Juventus in the Super Cup final. And we'll throw in the Parma away game as well to see how we're getting on in the league. Talking of the league, Napoli up to 7th place, 4 points off the Champions League spots. Inter Milan and Juventus are starting to run away with it at the top, so only time will tell whether we can catch them. Probably not, but let's try our best. Thank you for being here again today. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. This is going out Thursday evening. The next one will be up on Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday will be off unless we've got something major that we need to talk about. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We're 2 off 100 now, so any help that you can give me in that would be absolutely amazing. But let's keep going. Forza Napoli.